Hello, Just Do Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Star Wars Anakin's Podracer 20th Anniversary Edition with 279 pieces, 3 minifigures, and it retails for $30 in the United States, where I got this from Target. So here is Padme, and she's actually the first minifigure in a building set to have the mid-legs, the teenage legs, and that's kind of revolutionary because that means it's now in print for regular sets, so you could probably expect those maybe more in the summer. She has a new torso print I really like, not a new face print, but it works fine, I guess. Blaster, and one of my favorite parts is her entirely new hair piece, from my understanding, which I love the detailing on all those little fine details, even at the top of the hair. And she does have an alternate facial expression, which she looks a little bit angry right there. And she's a hard character to get in LEGO sets, so I'm really glad they included her in a cheap one like this. Here is Anakin, and this is the same version that was featured in that Naboo Starfighter Microfighter, and it is a new version for 2019. I like that new face print and torso, and he does have an alternate expression at the back, which, if you remove his little helmet right there, you can get a better look at. And with each of these 20th anniversary LEGO Star Wars sets, they include an exclusive figure of a replica of one of the classic LEGO Star Wars minifigures. The one in this set is Luke Skywalker. It's crazy seeing just pristine versions of the face print that I really grew very fond of and nostalgic of seeing this again. Also the helmet and the torso. What I don't like though is, look at that. They use the newer little lightsaber holder piece at the bottom. That is just, it's not accurate, and it irks me so much. I wish they would have went full out and brought back that old piece. And also at the back, they put this 20 years of LEGO Star Wars logo, which I kind of would have preferred if they didn't do that. But I understand. I guess that's a way to discern the originals and the replicas. And also included is this display stand, which says 20 years, LEGO Star Wars 1999 to 2019, and Luke Skywalker on there. So there's a special one for each of these sets in terms of a print that's not a sticker whatsoever. And they do allow for expansion because they also have this 2x4 plate, which you attach to the bottom, and then you could connect it to more of the stands found in the other 20th anniversary sets. So here is the build of the set. I intentionally turned the brightness a little bit higher than usual, so it looks like it's floating. But dang it, those little Technic pins in the middle do give it a bit away. But I like how they use these clear Technic beams, but we'll get to that in a little bit. First, we'll start off with the engine designs, which I actually quite like. They make a lot of different greebling techniques to make it have a lot of texture to it. Also, these flaps can be adjusted as well. And all 6 of those flaps have a particular sticker, which is kind of a pain in the butt to put on, which you can see at the edge right there. There's some different details and such, again, just adding texture to the build. I also like how they use techniques like these sword pieces in this nice color to just add a little bit more shaping to the bottom, which you can see more designs at the bottom. You can even adjust this part at the bottom as well. And in the middle right here, once you line those two up, they use some really interesting colors for those lightning zap pieces, which haven't appeared on any other sets in that color from my understanding. And it works as that electricity between those two engines right there. So I like how that's interpreted. Other than that, though, the engine on this opposite side is basically the same build, just to accommodate that one lightning there that makes it a little bit different. But it's a very nice detailing overall, and I like how they interpreted this in such a small size. For the middle section, we do have these kind of wire pieces or pole pieces attaching the engine to the actual cockpit. I don't like how these are just to build. Like, it's a pain in the butt to line it up perfectly, and that was probably the most annoying part of the build. And of course, as I touched on a little bit earlier, we do get these clear beams, and I gotta lower the brightness just to show those. And the design of them are actually really hard to find. They came in the last Podracer set, and I think these right here, the ones that are clear for these bent ones, are actually exclusive to the set. That actually provides a little stand so that you can make the vehicle float just like this, which I like how it can hold up all of that weight, and it also gives a way to kind of swoosh around the vehicle. It's a very nice trigger that you could hold to just move this around with your hands. But moving on to the cockpit seating, we do have different stickers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the opposite side, even more stickers, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a bunch of stickers on this area, which is okay, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to put on some of the side little sloped pieces. But this cockpit itself just has enough room to fit Anakin or even a minifigure sitting down on there if you'd like. And these are just the little handlebars to control the whole vehicle. Not too much else going on there. I do like how they have kind of the shaping with the flaps on the side right here, but that's really it. There's unfortunately not much else with the build. There's no side build besides that one stand. So let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. So here is a box for this set. Love this box design with the 20th anniversary kind of border and whatnot. And at the back, you even have a picture of this classic set right here. And the instructions have more 20th anniversary content with a little intro. And I just noticed this. This has more content. The original set has more content than this one, with this little guy right here and this flag thing. They should have at least recreated those. Come on, it would have made this feel more like a $30 set. On the side, you do have a comparison with the pieces and whatnot. Of course, this newer set uses a lot more pieces, and that's understandable because it has to live up to today's LEGO standards. And you have more info on the 20th anniversary line in general, showing each minifigure and whatnot and what set they are in. And finally, you have info on the Podracer in general, so that's really cool in my opinion. Oh, and I almost forgot, there's even ads for some of the other Springwave sets with a nice little checklist right there. And you have the action play sets as well. So overall, I actually quite like the Podracer in general. It's probably one of my favorite prequel vehicles, just out of all of them. I like how it's more of like a front-ended vehicle. I think that's always unique. And the design of it is really cool here, where they put a lot of texture into the engines and such. And they have all these different pieces that are kind of hard to find as well, like the lightning in the middle, the clear pieces as well. And of course, the Padme minifigure, which I love that figure. Now, as a 20th anniversary set, I think this is a pretty good figure to get as well, because you get Luke. It's just that I think it's $30, and that's $10 more than it should be. This should really be a $20 set, because this Podracer vehicle, even though it is really detailed and such, it doesn't seem like anything that's worth more than $20. Even $25 might be pushing it a little. But since it's $10 more than it should be, that really brings down my excitement and my recommendation for this set. And it's kind of a shame, because out of all the prequel vehicles, this one is actually interpreted really well. So I rate this one like a C+, if I had to be honest. Still a good set, it's just not as good as it could be in terms of other $30 sets, because it feels overpriced. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.